Since the beginning of time, we have seen it over and over and over again. Man gets free, man becomes complacent, dead rise from the grave, man gets bit, man becomes zombie. None would have predicted the fall of humankind, but we did. Maybe if we would have learned from history, we could have survived. Which is why we have put together these webisodes. bunkerlife.com proudly presents Zombies 101. First, we'll discuss voodoo zombies. Second, the reanimated dead. I thought they said that wasn't gonna happen. Third, we'll talk about the infected living.
So, remember when I got bit by that monkey?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm no professor. I'm just a man. A man who loves his species. And I fear for it. But I'm gonna try and teach you what you need to know about history. What you will learn in these webisodes might just save your life. The origin of the voodoo zombie comes from the West African spiritual belief, voodoo. The legend goes that powerful sorcerers can revive the dead by taking control of a portion of their soul. The body, a vehicle with no independent will, is used as a laborer, essentially doing all the crap work while the sorcerer sits around being lazy. There is some controversy over the state of a voodoo zombie as being living or dead. While the voodoo practitioners would have you believe the zombie is a revived dead guy, many believe the zombie may be enslaved through the use of a combination of powerful drugs and or hypnosis. Regardless, the voodoo zombie is a mindless slave to the voodoo sorcerer, impervious to pain.
Meh.
So how do you beat him? Well, voodoo brought him into this world and voodoo can take them out. Either feed them the meat of a voodoo zombie or just throw a little bit of salt in their face and they will return to the grave.
Come on.
The classic zombie, made famous by George Romero's Night, Dawn, Day, Land, Diary, and Survival of the Dead, The Return of the Living Dead series, and, more recently and notably, Shaun of the Dead and Fido. Rarely is there a definitive cause for the reanimated dead, but theories on their creation often relate to radiation, military or mad science, aliens, or even God. These zombies are often considered the precursor for the end of the world. Basically, the living are reanimated due to exposure, sometimes to zombies through bites and scratches, but essentially, when you die peacefully or not so peacefully, you come back as a zombie. Simple as that. It's actually not that quite simple at all. There are a myriad of variations on theories for what causes the dead to rise as reanimated dead. However, this is just Zombies 101. If you're a total fanboy, or girl, and want to debate the lore of reanimated dead, go to bunkerlife.com. That's bunkerlife.com. The reanimated dead are a bit of a mess. Decomposing flesh bags, really.
Hey!
They feel no pain and have an insatiable hunger for living tissue. Traditionally, they're a little bit slow, a touch of the rigor mortis, but some are sprightly. While there are a few exceptions, Return of the Living Dead, I'm looking at you, The best way to stop the reanimated dead is to destroy the brain. Blunt force trauma to the old coconada gets the job done 99 times out of 100. Is it any surprise that in a world of pandemics, superbugs, and biological warfare that we're turning men into monsters? Most modern zombie films feature a creature like we have never discussed, the infected living. These poor souls are the meat puppets for highly contagious, noxious parasites and viruses. Usually a virus or parasite invasion burns out the conscious mind. Reason and memory are fried, the infection takes over motor control and enhances aggression. Though they are alive, they are ultraviolent, without reason, and impervious to pain. Their sole focus is to spread the plague that has infected them, and they do. These are living people. They are much more fragile than their undead comrades. Will a headshot work? Of course. But if you do enough damage, quickly enough, to any vital organ, these suckers will go down. If you have enough supplies, you can just try and wait them out, because eventually they will die of dehydration or starvation. Yep, just wait them out. In a bunker. With nothing to do until they die.
Ugh, this place sucks. I'm so bored.
I hope you learned something. We sure did.
Hello, my name is Judd, and in an effort to keep bunker life as balanced and fair-minded as possible, I've been allowed to present my own Zombies 101 course for zombies. So, listen up, pay attention, and prepare to learn everything you're going to need to know as a zombie in the zombie apocalypse. Or as I like to call it, the war of human aggression against the undead minority. Let's do it. Let's get this out of the way first. Zombies need to eat. Humans are food. Zombies eat humans. It's the way Mother Nature made us. Get over it, humans. Open up your anthropocentric minds and take a walk in someone else's shoes for once. Then lay down and let us eat you. Seriously, we're really hungry. Let's face it, zombies, as big as of an improvement it would be for the world, humans don't let us eat them. So, the question is, how do you catch a human without getting stomped on? Well, the answer, plain and simple, is know your prey and plan your attack. The first thing you gotta remember when you're dealing with humans is that they've got weaknesses and they've got more weaknesses. They fight amongst themselves, they don't listen, they don't learn, they're stupid. They are boring, they are predictable, they are metaphorically brainless. They're easy prey. Where do you find humans? It's pretty easy. They're all over the place. They're usually staring at some object. They can be found staring at clocks, TVs, computers, smartphones, whatever. So when you're first approaching a human, you could generally just walk up right behind them. Sneak up and chances are they're not even going to know you're there. Once your presence is known to the humans, feel free to ditch the stealth act. Make a lot of noise, smash windows, throw rocks, stir up panic. in your prey. Humans live orderly, repetitive lives, and if you throw some chaos into their daily routine, they're sure to fall apart almost immediately.
Well, we better leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
Now that you've got your targets running and scared, corner them. Drive them into a small, cramped place where they're going to have a harder time defending themselves. Humans are more or less oblivious to their surroundings. This should be easy to do. And lastly, always remember, zombies that hunt together stay together. Trust me, when you're out there, you want to get in a large group and surround those humans. You have a greater chance of taking them down. If you get spread out and battle one-on-one, they have a better chance of picking you off. So, one-up those humans and come at them as a united force. Zombies, we need to stick together, you know? There's not as many of us as humans yet, but that can change as long as we start working together, building those bonds. We need to stand up for our rights because zombies are often tread upon and...
Hey, what are you doing down here? What are you doing with my camera?
Okay. Well,
Judd,
we're gonna have to go.
this is not
Remember
a sanctioned
this,
bunker
and
life
stay tuned
film.
for more
You need
on
to stop,
how to
cut
get
the camera,
rid of those.
stop.
All right.
Hey,
well, okay, we're gonna
give
go
me-
now, but we will be back.